Hi, I'm Naomi, student number 205022. I'm talking about the second order concepts I chose for this assignment, and the first one is change and continuity. Change is when something over time can be evolved. It can be evolved into something positive or negative. It can change for the better, for the good. And especially in 1994, this happened when South Africa became a democratic country, when the elections happened and Nelson Mandela was elected as the president of our country. Then comes continuity. Continuity is when something remains the same, there's no change. This can also either be positive or negative, but there's no, we can't distinguish between whether it is a good change or a bad change. The thing with continuity is people get used to things staying the same, and with this it means that it might be not good for us to look forward and see that there's a brighter future, not only for us but for future generations. With continuity, we can look at the economic of South Africa. It continues to remain the same. There's no upward spiral for us to get somewhere, and this is something that is a negative in the country of South Africa. So where this is good for learners to learn about change and continuity is to accept that there might be change, there might be different things that you might not want to learn about, but after all you will accept it because it's a change, and most of the time it's a better change for the country. It's a better change for you as a person. So do not continue, if I can put it like that, do not continue to stay or remain in that pattern of I want everything to remain the same, because with continuity there can be negative things. But when change comes, we need to accept it, build on it, and the great thing about it is we can make it better. So in a classroom you can learn about change is good. Change is good to accept and make it better, make it your own. Change is good where we're not used to something and now it's something different where we need to find our feet. But change is also good not for just myself, but for others around me. See the positive or the good for others where it can be better for them. Then with empathy is to learn from the past where others had to fight against the struggle, where apartheid was part of their life, where discrimination was part of their life, and they had to live through it. If we don't learn about this, we won't know how to show gratitude or empathy towards people who have lived through it. And when we learn more about it, we can say, I don't want a country for my people like that, or I don't want future generations to feel exactly the same as that, because we are all equal. No matter what your ranking in life is, we are all equal. We have the rights, human rights, to have whatever it takes to be who you want to be, and that right can never be taken away from you. But to have that right and to understand what your rights are, you first need to have empathy about what happened to people in the past, how they lived and how they were treated, because that's not how you want to be treated. So we won't want others to be treated that way. Then comes heritage. It's something that changes the way people see South Africa. It's not a country where it's just one ethnic group, but we have different racial groups, different ethnic groups, religions, cultures, traditions, and this is what sets South Africa apart from other countries. And as a South African, it is good to know. I can't even say it's good. It's something we need to know about others. If we need to make friends with others, we need to know what their background is, how they lived, what food they eat, what religion they follow, because this will help us not to discriminate against them. This will help us to understand, I have that one friend who can do this on a weekend, who can enjoy this. Their traditions are these days they do on a public holiday, they have a certain public holiday. It's nice to know these things, and then you can relate to them, because other people would also want to know what you do. And this is where the heritage of South Africa is something that nobody can take away, because if we learn from each other, we will learn on how to accept each other. And once we accept each other, there will be respect for each other. By accepting other people, the differences they have apart from you, is a really good example to have respect for others. And I think if we teach this in the classroom about the diversity in South Africa, and learners know more about different cultures and traditions and religions, there will be an acceptance that I am who I am, and people will love me for who I am, and there's no need to hide anything, because I am accepted and I feel respected. So I feel this is something we can teach in the classroom, because the diversity of South Africa and the multicultural we have in our society is something that no other country has, and this is something we need to build on, and to build a bright future for generations to follow. Thank you.